Hello, beautiful souls. Oh my goodness, Source and the teams have had me working today, creating content, hitting record. And again, 11 seconds on the timer. I just saw 11 in another sequence, and 8118, 11, and then 7 are significant, okay? As well as 22. So all of the numbers, signs, synchronicities, and key codes are here for myself as well for you as the collective. So again, creating content, working for Source, getting it done. So when I've been called to sit down and record it and share some channeled information, to share some messages, today's a card day. Apparently today we're pulling cards because the collective is needing confirmation on their request. They're needing confirmation on their requests and signs, synchronicities, and key codes. Resonance, okay? And so we come through to give you that. I've had a ton of readers. My readers that I have worked with, and again, this is online community, that are doing collective reads, are on point, are highly resonant, and revealing stuff to me, which has been quite mind-blowing on that. So just know that, again, you're receiving this. There's no coincidence that I have landed in front of you. There's no coincidence. You asked for this. All right, you asked for this. And I always ask that my videos are placed in front of those that need this information the most. And again, some of the information might be for you. All of it might be. If it's not, you'll know if none of it is for you. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest, claim what you want, and leave the rest, okay? And again, this is always for your highest and best good. You've asked for confirmation. You've asked for this, okay? So there is something in here. There is a message. That has been strong and clear since this morning. Source has messages for you. The teams, your teams have messages for you. You have called this in. The universe is gifting me with this information. I don't know what this information is. I'm just guided to hit record and say, this is for you. So pink, bright, bright pink, those are hyacinths. Purchasing that helped me change up my energy. So me being guided and listening to my intuition, so you need to listen to your intuition more. Listen to that resonance, feel into it. Hyacinths, sign synchronicity, okay? Tigers, the numbers, okay? So we're going to pull some cards. Again, I don't know. We're going to use the Osho Zen. I've done a few different card pulls today. So I don't know what's going to come out. It is whatever it is for your highest and best good always, through unconditional love, divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, and divine wisdom. So just ask, you know, ask Source to give you the signs, synchronicities, and key codes that resonate with you, whether it's videos, whether it's music and lyrics and, you know, repetitive numbers, repetitive animals, whatever it is for you. Okay, 317 on the timer. So 17 has been a huge, huge sign and synchronicity for me and for the collective this entire 7 days. The Fool card is here. So taking those leaps of faith. So number 8, so 888. 8 is significance, that abundance. Sorry, that's not an 8, that's a 0. My apologies. 0, 0, 0. So new beginnings, starting over. But you were taking those leaps of faith. He's holding a bouquet of flowers over a vast mountainous rivers, you know, just jumping, trusting, falling, believing. And again, trusting in the higher consciousness, your higher consciousness, your higher self, your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, Source, Creator, Mother, Father, God, the universe, whatever you subscribe to, whatever word you use. And again, tapping in and listening to your intuition through your third eye, through that just inner knowing. How do you know? I just fucking know, right? That clairsentient, you feel it in goosebumps, tingles. You might feel your spiritual team touch you. You might clearly see visions and images. You might hear certain conversations, lyrics. You'll hear the resonance. You will resonate through frequency and energy. Because remember, that's our first language, is frequency and energy. So the words are nice, but the energy and the frequency is what's bypassing the ego mind, and it's speaking directly to your field, to your frequency, and to your heart, and to your soul. Okay, so higher consciousness. And if you have questions, tap in, ask them, tap the fuck in. And yes, I swear, right? It's fun. Again, if you're offended, scroll on. This isn't meant for you. Yes, I swear in some videos because I'm passionate. This is what's coming through. This is how Source wants to create through me. Okay, right here, right now. All right. Some of you are continuing to cling on to the past, and Source is saying you got to let that shit go. The number 5 is significant. 555 is significant. All right, so look at the 5s, the significance of the 5s, okay? All right, so some of you are just definitely hanging on to that past because your ego's afraid to let go, trust, and surrender, taking the leaps of faith, okay? What else do we have here? Please and thank you. Okay, going with the flow. This came out in an earlier message, so again, just surrendering and going with the flow. Going with the flow. So again, trust and just surrender. Do a trust fall. I've said this in many videos. Do it safe. What I do is I have a hope chest at the end of my bed. I clear and put the pillows up, open my arms, set my intentions, and do a trust fall. Go with the flow. New vision, so the Archer energy, so you could resonate with the Sagittarius energy, the Archer. But again, you are receiving new visions, new ideas, new downloads. There's another person down here on their hands and knees. It's your old self, and now you've expanded into your new self, okay? You've had to surrender the old self by taking those leaps of faith so you can become who you truly are. Okay, so you can become who you truly are because you've got work to do. You have a mission. You are here on a mission, okay? And again, take what resonates and leave the rest. If you resonate being a starseed, an earth angel, any of that, you know, a twin soul, you know you're here on a mission, a purpose. You have something that needs to get done, and it is time. Source says it is time. So expect a new vision, a download, an aha moment. So new visions, new inspirations are coming in, okay? Continue to move moment to moment. Continuing to, number 2, the twins, okay? Gemini energy. So moving moment to moment, that rainbows. So you're going to be seeing rainbows as a confirmation. Again, this person is not leaping from this rock to this rock. They're just taking each moment. Okay, enjoying each moment. And again, Source is telling you to be present now in each moment. In each now moment, be present fully. Breathe. Breathe. Okay? Okay? And enjoy that present moment and quit worrying about what took place back here and quit worrying about what's going to happen up here because Source has got that all taken care of. All divinely orchestrated. So you worry about just taking those steps forward, okay? There's that thunderbolt or that transformation. So again, there's some upper chakras. Again, lightning bolts can be significant. They've been very significant in a lot of my own personal readings as sign synchronicities and key codes. The swan, the egg, the lotus, Archangel Michael's sword, the blue. So Archangel Michael, I just asked for some assistance with cord cutting. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for being here. So ask Archangel Michael to step in and help you cut those cords that you are having trouble with, maybe people, places, or things that you've been clinging on to the past, and say, Archangel Michael, please come in and cut and sever and dismantle all the cords that are connected to, if you have an intention to again, person, place, or thing, set that intention, and again, request it across all timelines, dimensions, spaces, portals, and realms, known and unknown, seen and unseen, because these people can stay energetically attached across it all, especially in the higher realms or the lower realms. Thank you, Source, okay? So again, the Phoenix energy, swans, Archangel Michael, ask for the assistance, the lotus flower, significant, and then the rebirth, which is the egg energy. There's also a snake here. So we're still in the year of the snake. Remember, this is not the true new year. That doesn't start until March. So we're still in the final stages of the shedding process. So just be aware of that, okay? Be aware of that. Transformations taking place. Again, upload new visions, activations, okay? That's been coming in big time. You've completed cycles. You're going to a new level. But also sources say new levels, new devils. But again, you're highly protected. Just know that you are always protected, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else do we have here? The twin soul? Nope, awareness. So this is where source is wanting you to do the work. Go inside and ask, and you will become aware. So again, just become aware. Now, some of you might be just starting this awakening process, and it's a bit of a shock. Okay, so meditate on it, check in, connect. Okay, connect to your higher consciousness, to source, to the universe, okay? So awareness is here. So be aware, all right? Source is asking you to be aware. Is there anything else on that awareness, Source? Awareness. Just be aware of any shady shit that might be going on behind your back. If you're getting a feeling that something shisty is taking place energetically, if you're picking up something, or if your spiritual team is giving you like intuitive nudges, downloads, information, signs, synchronicities, key codes, however you've coded yourself to receive confirmation outside of seeing me, if you're feeling some shisty shit, that's probably, listen to that. The creator source is here. You are always divinely guided, protected, and shielded, and know that, okay? The creator is here, okay? I know you're exhausted. I'm exhausted too. Our souls that have been around the block, us old souls, us ancient souls, ancient. So I said this in a video yesterday, and I'm guided to say it now. Because someone's lived 100 years here on Earth, because time doesn't exist, but it's all a paradox. We have to have it and all of that. Time is different in the higher realms. I've had a person explain it to me one time, sort of, kind of, and it kind of made sense, but it kind of made my brain hurt. The ego okay? It resonated with me, just let's put it this way. It spoke to my soul, it spoke to my field, so it resonated that what they were saying made sense. Okay, so let's say your soul is here, and it's lived 100 years on Earth. And let's say they have a child, and their child's soul that inhabits that physical avatar is actually quite ancient. And the soul that's lived 100 years here on planet Earth is actually a very young soul. A soul that is still going through the lessons, still going through the educational programs here on planet Earth. But their child is an ancient soul, a soul that has been around the block, the galaxy, the cosmos, in many dimensions, spaces, portals, and realms. Okay, so those souls, moi is one of them, ancient, we're exhausted, but you're almost there. Again, that Nine of Swords energy, just that final step, that final push, that final countdown is what's coming through, okay? So I know we're exhausted of dealing with all of this, okay? But just know, again, if you're exhausted, rest. Quit trying to do more. Quit trying to push harder. Quit trying to do all of the stuff that people typically do, especially this time of year. You're being called to be still, to rest, to go within, to meditate, and to fill your cup. Get yourself on the self-love bus, the self-love tour, and start doing some stuff for y'all. Don't expect other people to do it. Buy yourself some flowers, light some candles, take a bath. Find space for you. And if you have family and all of that that's at your heels all the time, you need to set boundaries and requests and say, Mom or Dad, I need 60 minutes. It's a timeout. I need 60 minutes to myself so I can meditate, take a bath. Everything needs to be paused and on hold. And you need to set those boundaries. And that, again, could be, again, family members, kids, that can go many ways. So somebody needs to hear that. Source is giving you permission to call a timeout so you can have some sacred space and time to do the work, okay? Have the patience. Empress energy here. You need this so you can heal, because you are needed here, because you're going to be birthing and creating in new things that have never existed before. The moon cycles are significant, okay? You connect to the moon cycles. I connect deeply with the moon cycles. Maybe you perform different types of moon rituals, making moon water, manifestations, different things like that. That is in resonance. You're also tapping into that rainbow frequency. You have been seeing rainbows and unicorns all over the place. That's another key code, okay? The number 7, I said 7 earlier. 7 is very significant. 717, 17, 707. Numbers that add up to 7, okay? Very significant here for the collective receiving this message today. And remember, you're receiving this. Like, I've done many messages. So if you're receiving this message, this is the message you were meant to receive. This is the message you asked to receive. All right, and know that all possibilities are here, all of them. You are the creator being. You are the main character. You are the creator of this game, this very advanced school game. Also, taking the perspective of the eagle. Eagles have been coming in hot. Personally, I see a lot of eagles. As an eagle and the wolves are very significant as spiritual guides for me. So the eagle's asking you to take a higher perspective on something, okay? Again, and or you connect and resonate with the fact that eagles are part of your spiritual team. They are your spiritual guides, okay? So you can look at the significant meaning with the eagle that's come up. The eagle's energy and the eagle's spirit, thank you to them, have showed up in my readings today, and in the wild, as I call it, when I go out into the world. Okay, so what else do we have for the collective in this particular message, please and thank you? And it's, again, source is asking you to tap the fuck in. Number 4. The 4 is the 444 energy, okay? Water, release, cry. Watch a movie if you know it's going to help you cry, you know? The Notebook's coming through. Different type of romantic movies, things like that will help you release energetically, transmute. But again, it's also quieting the mind and connecting. Again, that's that connection to the higher realms, to the higher consciousness, to your superconscious self, to source, creator, the universe, your guides, your angels, okay? Again, there's another confirmation that source is asking you to tap and tune the fuck in, okay? All right. Traveling. Traveling is on the books. This has been coming up, and that's the number 8. So you're going to be traveling. You're going to be traveling, and the traveling can mean many things. Source is telling me right now, traveling can mean you're traveling one town to another. Again, when you travel, you jump timelines, dimensions, spaces, portals, and realms. You could be traveling from state to state or to many states. You could be traveling, confirmation burp, thank you, in long distance, overseas. Travel is in the cards. Sooner than later. Source said sooner than later. All right. Past lives. So this has something to do with past lives. Okay. Grid work. There's some grid workers here. If you resonate with being a grid worker, you being called to, sources telling you, if you're getting intuitive nudges to go to certain places, your energy and frequency is required for grid work. 1727 on the timer. You're being called to travel because there's a connection to your past lives to do grid work. Okay, thank you. There's also, you're being called to travel because there's activations. If you're being called to travel to certain places and you're not understanding why, don't ask why, just go. Just go. And that's because you're supposed to receive information, downloads, activations. There's something there, okay? Something to do with travel in your past lives in certain places. Or like if you connect, like I highly, deeply connect with like Egypt and the different African areas. Kemet's coming up. Kemet just came in. Lemuria, Atlantean. So if you're getting called to go to certain places, travel, there's a reason for that. Like also the chameleons are here. There's that rainbow energy again. So maybe you're going to travel and meet your person. Like if maybe there's, when you travel, you're going to be meeting a soul family, your person, like a soulmate, if you connect and resonate with the twin soul journey. Oh, okay, we'll see if that card comes out. Way too many. But I'll take the letting go that fell out on the, so the number 8, so that 888 definitely, so 8s, that was a number 8. And 8, so you need to let go. You need to surrender and let it go. Let it go. Breathe and let it go. It's as simple as taking some cleansing breaths and setting the attention to say, I let go when I'm ready to let go, right here, right now in this present moment. Inhale. I surrender and let go what no longer serves me right here, right now in this present moment. Okay? And you can just repeat that. That was just a quick one, but someone needed to take a breath. All right, expansion. So you're expanding. Oh, sorry, experiencing. So expanding. So that I didn't say that on accident. So number 3, so you're going to be expanding. Okay, so you need to clean up house a little bit and leaves room to, again, fill your cup up. You have to empty your dirty old cup. You got to let go of those past versions of self so you can expand into the highest version of yourself. But Source also says that you're going to be experiencing life. And again, when I looked at this card earlier, because this came out earlier, that she's looking at this leaf and these trees through the inner vision of her inner child. Thank you. So moving forward, just continuing to experience life through the inner child, through how your inner child would look and experience at life. So if you remember what that's like, I don't, because I had such a traumatic life as a small person. I don't remember much of so I just pretend that this is how my inner child would enjoy things in life and have fun and play. And always call on your angels and guides. So there's the 3-3. Again, we had 2 8s back to back and 3 3s. So the Ascended Masters are here. If you work with any specific Ascended Masters, they're asking you to call them in for guidance. Call in your angels. These are this is the angel energy. Again, Archangel Michael, your guides, your ancestors. You have to ask them to give you confirmation, key codes, signs, synchronicities, assistance. You have to ask them for assistance. Non-intervention is a real thing. Okay. All right. Is there any final messages here? I got some other decks here. I don't know if I'm going to pull any of these other decks. Again, the Outsider. So the number 5 came out again. And again, the inner child is here. So you've probably felt like an outsider your entire life. I have. Black sheep of the family type of energy. You feel like you've been locked out. But that's for your protection. Source says that you've been removed from, or you've been protected from certain frequency and energies that you were not meant to be around. So I know you felt like the outsider, but there's a reason for that. It's going to make you stronger, okay? We don't want to be ordinary. We want to be extraordinary. So we are not ordinary. Again, there's that 888. So 888, 88, or just 8. Very significant. Source says right now, go look at the time. What time is it right now on your clock? And go look into the spiritual number meaning of that and the angel number meaning of it. And there is also confirmation and information from your team and from Source. So do that now. Or note the time and then go do it, okay? So again, we want to be extraordinary. We don't want to be ordinary, okay? We're here to play and create. Again, the card says it all. And again, cards, the art in the cards, we forget that using specific cards, the creators of these cards are channeling Source energy, creating the art. So these cards, just like music, is embedded with certain frequency energies, key codes, and activations. So take a good look, pause, take a screenshot, examine it really, really close and see what calls out to you. The lotus flower, the rainbows, the crown. You might be getting tingles on your crown right now. Again, another sign that you're getting activations in those upper chakras, okay? Harnessing the light and the dark, balancing the light and the dark, okay? All right, so we're done with this deck. Thank you for those messages. We're 23 minutes in. I just did not expect this I should check the time because I do have to pick my kid up. So I don't want to lose track of the time. So, all right, we're going to just pull a couple of final decks. Okay, we're going to do Earth Magic. Earth Magic, yes, okay. So there's some here in this Earth Magic. So again, what is the final just clarification on this message? Wake up call. It's time to wake up, everyone. It's time to wake up. Again, something took place in my earlier messages. If that ends up landing there, that you're meant to receive that information. But there's been a wake up call. There's been some type of completion in this last full moon cycle. It was a super full moon and it was in the wolf super full moon in Cancer. So any of that's significant. So maybe you got your wake up call recently, okay? There's definitely a wake-up call. And rainbow blessings, there's your other confirmation on rainbow, knowing that your blessings are coming in perfect timing, okay? All right, and you've had to take some solitude. Again, take care of you. You know, riding on that self-love bus, taking that self-love tour. Communion with spirit, eagle. So there's communion, eagles here again. So there's a lot of significance with the eagles. All right, anything else for these final messages, please and thank you. And again, thank you for playing, co-creating with me, and hitting like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else on the platforms that this ends up landing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, if you're called to, share this with people. All right. Again, love and compassion. Again, this came out earlier. So again, it's that balance of the divine feminine, divine masculine, the love of self first, also the love of the collective, okay? Compassion, love, but this also speaks to the twin soul union. So when I look at this card, it's also the twin soul union. So your twin soul is either you are with your person, you know it's your person, and you're up leveling in your unity, in your commitment, okay? There's an up level coming. If it hasn't already happened, if you resonate with the twin soul journey and activation, again, not the pink fluffy stuff, it is an activation, it is an awakening, all right? If you can feel your person, they're right around the corner. Confirmation burp, they are literally right around the corner. Potentially could be bumping in them into a coffee shop, into a grocery store. Should not, just stores that are coming up for some reason. So when you are guided to go a different direction or go to a different place, to change it up, to change your energy up, do it. Listen to it. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Your person, potentially your person is right around the corner. Literally, you're going to bump into them. Some of you might just literally be doing your thing, and you literally just go around the corner and you're like, and you make eye contact, and it's like, right there. That's it. That's all she wrote. All right, a couple moon cards here, because the moon has been, the energy of this full moon in Cancer has been so potent in this 111 portal, which has been open since January 1st, and will be rounding about on the 11th. So again, excuse me, all videos are timeless, but if you're receiving this in that window, you will definitely resonate with the energy that's been going on. So again, take a breather. So it's that Cancer energy. So Source is asking you to take a breather. Self-love. Get on that bus. Okay, let someone else drive. Okay, what else do we have? I love with the Oracle cards. Be real. So the Source has been asking us to be real, raw, and authentic, and quit worrying about what anyone thinks, says, or does. So you do you, boo. And if anyone in your energy doesn't like that, that's on them. Source says it's not for you to worry about. It's nothing to do with you. You are here reflecting and mirroring, triggering, and activating in all ways, all the ways that are possible. Okay. All right. Anything else we got here? So pink, like so pink. I've never seen hyacinths that pink before, ever. And it's really early. So that's the other surprise. So see the big picture again. It's taking that eagle hawk perspective. Again, this full moon energy is here in these cards too. There's something took place in the collective, for the collective. Massive, massive up-leveling, timeline jumping, quantum leaping. Cycles closed, done. Moving on to the next level. See the bigger picture. Again, it's taking that macro look at the things and quit looking at things in this little bit, but open and see the bigger picture and embrace the flow of life. So again, the Gemini twins are here, another full moon here. And so again, there's a significant connection with Gemini. Maybe the last full moon, I think the last full moon in December, I think, don't quote me, of 2025 was in Gemini, which was in activation, in an awakening for the twin soul codes. Okay. So again, if you resonate with the twin soul journey, twin soul activation, you probably got those codes turned on and or turned up, Source says. All right. Anything else? That's it. That's all she wrote. So thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you received exactly the information you were asking for, that Source is here to deliver, your team is here to deliver, and I'm just the vessel that is here to share my frequency and energy with you. And I feel so proud. I feel so grateful to be here with you and sharing this journey with you in all of its messy, magical, raw, real, authentic ways it has been. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah!